We're going to give it a minute or two. Let everybody come in that's supposed to be here. Let's see here. Just looking at the screen here. I'm going to introduce you to, real quick, Caroline Hughes. She's really good at these Zoom type events. She's been our master. We've had a few Zoom semi-virtual events down in Monterey the last couple of days for another small business platform called Intellivent. And she was the master of ceremonies. So do you want to give people some Zoom tips on this presentation? You kind of called it housekeeping items or something. Caroline, can you speak?
Yes. Just make sure you guys put your Zoom settings on the speaker view. And then we will be monitoring the chat panel. So any questions, go ahead and get those typed in. And that is it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to wait a few, probably another minute or two. Plus I got to get Dave over here. It just doesn't go as well without the customer. You know, what do we do without customers? You got to love them. But you got to find them sometimes. Just looking at who's coming in. All right, Andrew's here. Perfect. Hold on. Everybody's in, Lauren? He's locked in with a customer. Looks like you know. Let me do this. I'm going to give you guys a very slow but cool view of Dave's shop, and it's super high end Porsche. His wife did an excellent job. He's got just some incredible wall decor, very nice waiting room. And I don't know if you know this about Dave. He's on a lot of racing teams. He's a little bit of a clown, but he's just super ADD. He's just very smart, very active. This is the start of the Master Repair Racing team. This little Hot Wheel right here, but he's got a nice collections of that. He's got a machine shop down around the corner, and then in the actual shop, he's got some beautiful cars they're working on, some customers. There's Dave right there. So I think we're going to get this thing started. And when he joins, you'll know he's here. So just a little background on us. Today's just agenda. We're only going to go an hour, so we got 56 minutes. It's really the ending is going to be a nice demonstration of our new Master Repair Cloud version. But I think what we want to talk about before we get to that point is really a testament to teamwork. And teamwork is not just with our company and our team. It's the partners we chose to work with us to evolve and really birth this new product. And it's brand new, state of the art, and our technical team will get into the details at the end. But the Master Repair brand is the thing that we've really put a lot of energy into over the past since we acquired it in 2009. And we've got some really smart guys behind that, and they're going to touch on some things that they've been working on. But I think what I want to do first is explain our company. The company's called Extreme Impact. We've got a studio and an office down in Monterey, California. We have a couple brands targeting small businesses like David's shop here. Master Repair is one of them. And then there's the Intellivent platform. And then David's going to be here in a second. But what I want to do is just have my team introduce themselves. My number 2 and right-hand person, he lives in Arizona. He's on his way to Texas. Andrew Ayler, you could wave. I think it might be best just for the format here. Lauren Brock, who's down in Southern California, is kind of our director of enterprise sales. She's does a lot of great things for us. But Dave, you're here. All right, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right, we're gonna get to my team in a minute, but I want to talk about you as being a part of our team.
All right, looking forward to that.
So why are you so excited about this new Master Repair Cloud product?
So I could be working from another location.
Right on.
I could be on pit lane. We could be leading the race, and I could log in and change an invoice for my guys here at the shop.
Exactly.
Think about that. During the 12 hours of Sebring, I could be doing that.
How many races do you go to a year?
I used to do the full season. I haven't done it for last year, but did a little bit last year.
Right on.
So yeah.
Well, we're excited about collaborating with you. He's got a great team, and I think most importantly, I think he's gonna be a great spokesperson. Actually, more his wife than him. Once he's
I'm trying to
live on
get her
the
to stop
product.
by. I'm trying.
Really?
I just called her, so hopefully in half
So
an hour.
if you get to meet Lucy, it's the only reason I keep talking to Dave. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
probably, yeah.
But no, we're super excited because at the end of the day, whether it's IntelliVent or Master Repair, what we take pride in is our customers make us who we are, right?
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
success defines our success, and you end up being our best salespeople.
Yeah.
Every time I come up here, he talks about another guy we need to go talk to, and that's what we're all about. So I'm going to go real quick here, but just kind of introduce our team because we've got some things we want to cover here. Lauren Brock, Enterprise Sales Director. She's in Southern Cal. Natalie Chu, she's in Monterey. She's one of our training success team members. Andy Bunyard does development on the old
Right, I
product and
remember Andy,
support.
yeah.
You've met Andy before.
Yes, for sure.
Caroline's out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. She's sitting in Monterey right now.
Wait, did you get me a t-shirt? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm kidding, Caroline.
Dana, you've met Dana and Nick. They are, super involved with
Right.
the new platform. And let's see, Jared Snyder and
Yep.
Andy are going to communicate a little bit here about the Master Repair 9000 update.
Yeah.
Brock, everybody that's here,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of a small crowd. We've got beanies for you.
Beanies, all right. Yeah.
Extreme Impact little beanies, and they're inspired by Brock. He's a big beanie guy, so he's got some
Looks like
coming too.
You look like a gamer.
Oh, he's
Big gamer right there.
anything related to technology, including games.
Yeah, that's good.
But he's going to help your game rise with the new technology. But we also have a blanket for Lucy, so remember that.
Okay, cool.
Dre is in your lunchroom right there. You see him, a little
Yep.
fuzzy in there. Allison runs our marketing and SEO. She's down in Monterey. She's got two twins with her right now. Beautiful kids. Kusal Yapa, he's the one that needs a new battery. Dave's going to hook us up, get you a battery in Salinas. Dre's going to install it tomorrow. Tyler is en route. He's one of our interns. He's heading back down
What's up,
south
Tyler? Yeah.
from Monterey. You've seen him before.
He's driving. What are you driving? A Jeep? You in the back seat?
Yeah.
No.
Trust me, the guy driving he never stops talking. So he's not allowed to talk right now. I'm just kidding. Nick Bogan, you can't see him, but you see his name. He's down in there he is, down in Monterey. He's one of our trainers. And then that's it, I think, for our team that we invited to this call.
Okay. Cool.
I think for our customers, we didn't broadcast this to the whole Master Repair customer base because we don't want to create this frenzy of talking to a bunch of people about what's to come, what could come. We don't really want to go crazy. We're going to throw a big black tie party in Monterey once you're live on the new product.
So New Year's, guys. Didn't say which year though. Does that sound like Dawn?
Hey. But seriously, we just got done with our IntelliVent Lightning platform, having 2 days of a 007 style, celebration. Awesome. But it was really a very professional update on all the things that it's been doing, what the things that we've been working on. So, anyways, that's us and you.
Yeah,
right?
Looking forward to that. That's awesome.
So right now, he currently uses Master Repair 8000. You haven't moved to 9000. We're probably not going to waste time doing that.
We're going right up.
But there's a lot of people that are curious about what's going on with Master Repair 9000. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Snyder, Jared, and Andy Bunyard. I don't know how you guys want to update. I know you got some slides prepared to talk about at least the top 7 highlights of the Master Repair 9000 update. I'm going to turn it over to you guys.
All right. Well, thanks. So Andy's going to get it started here. We're just going to go through some of the top 7s that I know you guys have all been kind of talking about. And just give you a walkthrough of what it looks like so you can see kind of the new version of what we have. So we are deep into this, and we are now on our 5th version update. So like I said, we're still updating people and doing all those things. So Andy, feel free, get this thing started. Anytime you guys are looking for an update, or if you get emails, please don't hesitate to reach out to our support line. We'll set up a time for me to come in remotely, insert everything for you, get you caught up to all the new things that are on there for you. So that's a big thing. I know the one thing that everybody asks, hey, is our data going to be lost? No. All this is an upgrade of your data file. So it's not going to be taking anything or losing anything within the update of this version. So that is a big thing. The one other thing that everybody requested upon MasterPair 9000 being developed by Paul Gilster and Andy was, hey, please do not change the workflow. And there has been no workflow change. So on this first slide, as you can tell right here, we are on version 5.02 N05, which means this is our 5th update, with the last library being on February 22nd. We're looking to do some of these each time that we can. We've added the new splash screen for you. As you can tell at the top, you can see auto repair, tire store, truck, transmission, all with different colors. So now you can actually see which ones you're going to, and not so bold in your face cobalt blue. So that's a big thing for us on this, was to really lighten the colors for you, since you're staring at this screen constantly. So we have our new logo on here, and obviously the biggest thing we can always tell every customer, please always back up your data. I have a friend of ours in South Carolina who runs this, and unfortunately their shop burned down, and they used I can't remember, whatever the carbonite, and backing up instead of just a USB stick where they take out and save the data file along with carbonite, and carbonite's been fighting them on it. And so we lost over 2 years worth of information for them. And it's a pretty sad thing that carbonite, when this all happens, says it's their fault when it wasn't, et cetera, et cetera. So always, if you have redundancies in your backup, please do them, especially the USB stick. It's the biggest thing we could have. Anything ever happens to your computer, you have the data file, we're able to update you. So the next thing on this slide we have right here, the biggest thing we've done coding wise is emailing. You can now email estimates, and you can email your invoices from the system using Thunderbird. At the top of every screen right there, what you'll see is an email print invoice, and it's a very simple process. You go into the printing portion where it says email print on the main RO page, click to email, it'll turn to yes. That will activate right there through Thunderbird, which is who we are integrated with to access whichever email system you choose to use. And then up here, you would click email print one invoice. And from there, it'll take you to Thunderbird, to the PDF file, which is invoice, which you see right here. And if you have the email address actually typed into your customer facing page on this RO, which you guys will now want to do, that pulls this up, pulls it all in for you there, and actually puts a title in there for you, which says, please see the attached PDF for your order information. Also, if you look at on this side right here, to the left of this, you'll see the new PDF. This PDF, Andy did an outstanding job on this, really cleaning it up. We made sure that everything was in line. So we have a lot of people with government fleet contracts. And on the bottom, as you notice here too, we have sale, we have paid, and we also have total due, which will update each time you add into the totals page. As you can see, we also have added down here the 4 payments to track. So the biggest thing up here on our invoice, it also says invoice now, which is hard coded every time that you actually print an invoice. It no longer says RO. So this was a big thing that I think most everybody that I talked to really wanted. Also too, you get your logo over here in the left-hand corner. Very, very simple process. Every sent email that you send will automatically store into your sent files in your email account. So you will always be able to track who you have sent your emails to. So that is your new paper trail rather than a true paper trail. So this is another good one for us. The third one on our list, okay, is the company logo in the same section. Very easy. If you have the logo, you send it to me. I created BMP file for you, or Andy will. We just put it into this thing, and right there, and your logo is now on every single invoice estimate that you send, making it a much more professional look into, obviously in the new system. So, all right, Andy. Now, this is one of the ones that everyone asked for during COVID, was a payment section to be increased from 2, add more. This was a big one that Andy and Paul had to do, because it actually took a lot of time for this, but we were able to get all 4 payments in, and now it shows everywhere and is showing on all of our updated reports. This section right here will also show on the front page of your RO each time you add a payment. So it'll track every single thing you do right here on the front page of your main RO page, telling you how much has been paid up to date. No longer do you have to go and use a calculator. So this will be updated on the main RO page. So you don't actually have to open the RO, you just look right there and it'll tell you what has been paid, how it's been paid, all the good stuff that you guys are asking for. Okay, so that's on the main RO page. So you don't have to click in and out all the time to go to your ROs. It's right here. Okay, Andy?
Yeah. So the next, we're showing basically your RO, the total, and your total paid and the total due. So when you go into the details of the RO, you can see down here in the bottom right corner, the amount paid, the balance due. Now, we've updated a lot within the user interface. As Jared mentioned, there's some coloration on buttons and so forth that have been done to using lighter colors and making a more traditional button color that mimic the mainstream app experience. There's also a handy link to our tech support at the very bottom there, you see, and it helps to make our customers' connection to our support team a little easier for them. Now, some additions in the user interface, as you can see, the button cluster is a little easier. And also there was, in the reports, what we've tried to do is lay them out. We've looked at some of the alignments that were needed, and you'll find that a lot of the reports have been looked at, and some cleanup, basic cleanup's been done. So the layout hopefully will make it a little easier to view. And once again, the user interface, you can see that we've got some enhancements that make viewing and selecting your reports a little easier. Now, when we're adding in lines for parts, we've now got an option where you can insert a part in the middle of a listing, which you weren't able to do before. That was one of the items that was requested. And in the next few slides, you'll see how we can go in and we can add a line here. It's just another line, a part line in the bottom, line 5. And by clicking and adding another line, we can insert a line right in the middle of our parts list, which we weren't able to do previously. We've been able to make that work for you. And you can see how the part listing, after we've inserted some lines in the middle and a line at the bottom, they're showing up properly in our RO. Over to you, Jared.
That was
Here are
great.
just some of the parts or some of the items we've added, but it's by no means all of them.
Yeah, and then I think the goal here was just to give a thumbnail sketch of kind of what you guys have been working on, and and kind of coming off the 007 theme and leading up to the 007 party we have in Monterey once Moderman's live on the new product. That was nice format. And if anybody has any questions, they can call Jared or Andy directly. And so thanks a lot for that, guys. Well, let me continue. I think we're going to move this. You mind if we move this out to the shop? Can we go?
Yeah, just one other thing too, while they're walking out there.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Those are only 7. There are a lot more enhancements in this. So from the search features being optimized to the recommendations having 458 characters, hours are showing on ROs, license plate table added on the customer side, mileage upgrades, the canned jobs, you can add more than 3 into a job. You can there's 3,000 characters now available in your canned jobs. There's 30 characters added. So there's a lot more to this. Please reach out to me. Carfax is now working and you're able to do all those things. Please reach out. Oh, update of makes and models. I'll keep going on forever about how much Andy and Paul have done in this thing. So, but like I said, reach out to me and we'll get going with that. And Don, back to you.
Thanks, brother. So we're gonna kind of get into some of the evolutionary thoughts in the spirit of our new product. Again, we got to be super clear about this. There's a lot of things that we're doing with the new cloud version that we could never do with the version that Jared and Andy just talked about. And it's just technology changes, cars change, people change, but at the end of the day, we have locked into who we think are the best partners to kind of help with the evolution of this new product. So what I'd like to do is kind of go through a nice introduction of our partners, starting with probably who we started with the most, because we're always most concerned about getting paid. We want to make it easy for customers to, basically almost start using the Master Repair Online product from our website. And we use our credit card processor is 360. It's fully integrated with our old product, fully integrated with IntelliVent Lightning. It's fully integrated with us. We have a lot of customers that pay us on a monthly basis. So I would like to turn this over to Jesse and just talk about some of the things that is going on with 360, and you could count on all those things being fully integrated with the cloud solution.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, we're happy to be here, and I really love working with the current version. And looking forward to really enhancing things with you guys for the new cloud-based version. Some of the cool things that we're doing is, one of the main things is we're focused in automotive. So our entire company, I would say 95% of the credit card processing done through our company is done in the automotive industry. So any shop that works with us, our team, knows the industry. So we know the issues that can come up. We know, about chargebacks. We know about how repairs work. So anytime you're on the service side, that, one of the reasons why we work really well with the whole Master Repair team is because all their customers, we can really help them out. Anything, at high average tickets, money being held, all that kind of stuff just flows right through with us. So we're experts in automotive. So that's the big piece. But for the technology enhancements, that's really what we're trying to do. Our overall goal is just to make it easier for a shop to get paid. So there's lots of ways that customers are paying now. A big thing last year with a lot of shops being closed and their waiting rooms and facility not being open was, how are you going to get paid? If your terminal's inside and a customer can't come inside, how are they going to pay you? And trying to keep that interaction as contactless as possible. So we have a product called Text to Pay that we can integrate, and you can just click one button, the customer gets a text, they open that link, and it's just like buying something on Amazon. They just put in their credit card information, using Apple Pay, however they want to use it, and you're good to go. So that has been a huge thing. A lot of shops last year, that's one of the main reasons why they were able to stay open, because by the time the customers get to their shop, job's already paid for, and all they're doing is handing them the keys saying you're good to go. So we're going to work with you guys on getting all that text to pay integrated, email to pay, and make it so that when the customer shows up, you're not talking to them about how to pay, you're talking to them about the next job and booking more business. So that's a big piece. The other nice thing on the terminal side of things, with your credit card terminal, instead of having to take a card from a customer, go back and run it, the credit card terminal is customer facing. So it's just like walking through a supermarket. So the customer's card never leaves their hand. They run their own transaction. It's a digital signature right on the customer, on the terminal. And all of that information populates back onto the invoice. And you just print out that invoice and hand it to the customer. So it completely eliminates the receipts. All the receipt information is on that invoice. You don't have to store receipts for 7 years anymore. It's all stored in the software. And then also the terminals can all do contactless payments, so they can do Apple Pay and everything like that through all the credit card terminals. So those are some of the enhancements. One of the big enhancements that we're also adding on is consumer financing. So being able to offer financing to customers right on the spot. With the pandemic too, people may not have funds available to get their car repaired. So being able to have financing options for them so they can, get that new set of tires or get that $2,000 repair that they need their car for. Now it'll pop right up. It'll show that they're pre-approved. It'll work with multiple financing options like Synchrony, Easy Pay. There's a lot of different financing options out there. And we're creating basically a marketplace, so you can just choose which financing options you want to use, and that'll all be integrated directly through the system. So some of the quick and easy ways that we're just streamlining the whole process for your shops.
Right on, Jesse. And we're excited. And as things evolve, and I think the thing that we're pretty excited about with all the normal things that have always been happening, I think that financing thing is kind of a neat deal. Kind of funny. We met one of our developers through you guys and that company foundation at SEMA, and it's just, but we appreciate the collaboration, appreciate the ideas, and you are right, you guys are definitely experts in this industry, and we appreciate leveraging your thoughts. Thank you. The next person I'd like to introduce is Carfax. Everybody knows Carfax. We're excited that they're sending everybody a bunch of money after this call. No, I'm just kidding. But they do Super Bowl commercials usually, so that's kind of a big deal. Everybody knows Carfax. Everybody's checking the Carfax. But they keep evolving too as a technology company, as a database company, and we wanted to make sure we were locked in with them because we're all about our shop owner customer base. So it's like if we want to have every reason for any consumer to come into their shop and make it easy for them to do business, obviously get paid for the various sources. But Joanna, why don't you give us a nice Carfax update, and we appreciate your partnership.
Absolutely, and we appreciate your partnership. Master Repair has actually been one of our oldest partners. I think we've been together since, I want to say 2012. So it's been quite a while since the team has been partnered with Carfax. So, we have over 60,000 shops now that are Carfax shops. So they report their service to Carfax, and that makes our Carfax report that everybody's familiar with extremely robust. And there's really two main reasons why a shop partners with Carfax. First one is that we have a shop locator on our Carfax.com website and also through our app. Customers come, over 14 million customers come to our website per year looking for shops to take their car for service. And so when a shop participates with Carfax, they get that listing in our shop locator, which is a big deal. And then secondly, shops get credit for the work they performed on those vehicles. A customer wants to see a running record of all of their services that have been performed, and when you have that ability as a shop to have your name and lights on the Carfax report, it's just an additional way to market and to brand yourself. So those are some of the key features of participating with Carfax. Carfax has two tools that especially in the new Master Repair Cloud, will have access to what's called Quick VIN and our service history check. So our Quick VIN tool, which many of you probably are using right now, is our plate to VIN lookup. So you can just put in your license plate and state, and in return, we will return a VIN to you. It certainly helps streamline your work process, not to have to go and find the 17-digit VIN, write that down, pray that you didn't fat finger it somehow, and then input it into your system. So with our Quick VIN product, all you need to do is to input your license plate and state, and the VIN will return. Once that VIN's returned, we have another product that you would have access to, and that's called our service history check product. Basically, that we will take that VIN number, hit it against our database, and what's returned back to you is all of the known service history that's been reported to Carfax. So very similar to what you see on the Carfax report, it will be all of the service history of that vehicle. So again, it allows you as a shop to be able to make a more detailed recommendation to your customer about services that need to take place on this vehicle, because you can look on the report and see that the tires haven't been rotated, or the filters haven't been changed, or whatever the case may be. So these are just some of the features that you have access to from the partnership with Carfax and Master Repair, and keep using the products. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.
Right on, Joanna. We appreciate it. Again, it's all about learning from some of the people who have been in the industry for a while and have gotten a lot of feedback from all the possibilities. And I think our development team have been sponges for you all with all this experience. You looping in Thomas, your technical right-hand person there, that all that feedback helps a ton. One person who's not in the meeting today, who wanted to be here, is our friend Luke Kushner. Known him forever, even back in the Triad days. We got him heavily involved. He's got a really good idea, and he's got great ideas and great thoughts for the dev guys, but he's also just a very strategic minded guy, and he's a very long-term friend. We had him down to Monterey, and we were able to get out and go catch some salmon, rock cod, and he bonded with Brock, one of our most talented developers. And it was just kind of fun and inspiring. And I just want everybody to know that's what we're all about. Luke's also been bugging me to go skiing, and we appreciate that invite. And we'll maybe get some focus groups together on the ski slopes up in Tahoe or something. But that's, you can count on the new product, kind of like the legacy product, to integrate very well with Kukui. I think the next person I really want to get involved here is based on a long-term partnership is so I don't know, MAM software. People have heard of this, maybe not, but I think the data is what I'm getting at here. And I'm going to introduce a gentleman. He's got a number of his team members here, but Ted Kelly, we worked together a long time ago at Triad, and he was heavily involved with really the origination of electronic cataloging back in the 80s, basically. And it was very manually driven, but there's so much knowledge that he's obtained and evolved with, where now he represents MAM's electronic cataloging database. Our dev guys are in the middle of integrating for David here, primarily for WorldPack, to automatically estimate, use the databases they have to offer, and then order the parts online. I'm going to turn the floor over to Ted Kelly just to kind of give a nice highlight of all the data capability of this repository of data, because that's all there to make our shop owners a lot of money. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to brother Ted Kelly.
All right. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Don. We're really excited about doing this partnership with your team. And as you can tell, we've got a couple other guys. As he said, we got Steve Nowak, who's our open webs guru, and we've got Al Neal, who's been in the business forever. Was in the cataloging business back in the day, and former Northwood Institute graduate. So we've got a lot of experience we're bringing here, and really what I think Don wants me to talk about is the catalog a bit. The catalog is basically around 500 million records of data, all kinds of aftermarket manufacturers, covering years from 1896 to 2022. We have connections, open web connections to suppliers, tens of thousands of locations throughout the United States and Canada. So we're actively having people look at our parts catalog and be able to order, see pricing and availability. And it's just an exciting time for us. And we Don and I were kind of chatting. He said, we ought to get together and partner and put this product, your catalog, your labor, your service intervals, and and your technical specs and put it all together. And that's what we're doing with his team. I keep going on and on, Don.
Hey, Ted, I got a couple specific questions for you that, David was, when I had you muted, and you guys have the service interval data? The labor from motor, correct?
Correct.
Do you have anything for like fluids and tires and what do you have?
We have the quick lube data. We have lift and lube points, all the motor diagrams. We have all basically a whole list of specifications, from tune-up specs to any kind of fluid specification, torque specs for various lug nuts. We've got tire inflation. We've got all of that data available within our suite.
So what and once we integrate with this, then you can start doing the fulfillment of the Worldpac orders, and we'll even together as a team, we could pound on maybe SSF to get them the data, and then you could do the same process to order parts from them, because you bounce from your current Master Repair over here to order.
Right.
Obviously, Worldpac's integrated with Master Repair 8000, but
Right.
like that, with the
That's
new
cool.
product, we're working very, very intently to get that done as quickly as possible. And I think before we're going to turn it over to Ted, thank you very much. Ted, by the way, lives right next to where I grew up, and Coach Snyder lives down in the Santa Clarita area in Southern California, and it's kind of cool. I'll see you soon. I'll be down there next week. But before we turn it over to our dev team, kind of led by Dana there, he's going to give a nice demonstration of the cloud-based version. We look at the user interface, check out some things. We wanted to kind of say hi, let the guys, one of the most disruptive people I know, they're Dave's buddies.
Yeah.
It's his idea to get them here. And they are a company called Facepay. To me, it reminds me of Venmo for shops. And I'm going to turn it over to Todd, and you could do the intros. This is what he wears every day to work, by the way. So go ahead, Todd.
We are in. How's everybody doing? Just flew in the Facepay jet. Woo, baby, thing is warm. Dave is our first customer at Facepay, so I can't thank you enough.
pretty awesome. Thank you.
It is. It really is. You look at how we've grown, hundreds of shops across the United States, everybody using our text to pay, and yeah, disruption. We're inevitable. We're not going away. And when you look at that, it's just an exciting place to be. You got to have fun. And I'm literally in my flight suit. Things are tight and hot, So Don, thank you so much too. One of the reasons that we came out, and Dr. Hale, scoot in. I know you got the mask on. Come on in.
Center yourself in there. I know we got to keep the distancing.
Yeah,
We do a little bit.
Thanks
I
for
know.
joining
so we'll go.
today. Great
Don,
product, great
I
product.
love what
Thank
you're
you.
doing, and I love how you're looking at how we're gonna, how you're gonna change the industry again with another innovating look. We've been working together with Master Repair for 12 years now, so it was really awesome to hear about Master Repair 9000. Everything you're doing, I can't wait. It's gonna be great stuff. And again, we started here, so now you're doing the upgrade here. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
And this is an invite for everybody, because I think it's something that Dave and I have done, and he's invited a lot of friends. We bring our team. What day do we do Benihana's at SEMA?
Right after on Thursday.
On Thursday.
As soon as the
So
show closes, we walk over to Benihana's and sit right down.
and it's a
love
tradition, and we love to get together, have some good meals. But I think the key is the spirit of this is a partnership, and things are always changing. We gotta, you've got some old Porsches here, Porsches here, and you got some new Porsches. Things change, technology changes, but we're embracing it. And you're gonna see probably maybe the average age of our dev team has kind of gone down a little bit. They're pretty young guys, but they're super, super hot shots. I tell you what. So
It's awesome.
So we're gonna have these guys kind of show off our new product. Everybody check it out. And but thanks for being here, brother.
Hey, thanks for having us out.
All right, you
And
got it.
we look forward to working with the team, working a lot closer. And most importantly, we're all being safe. You be safe, but it's making a great year. So give me a call.
All right, Dana, without further ado, give them a little demo ski here. Thank you.
Hey, Great presentations, everyone. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to walk through our new cloud solution for Master Repair. And I'm just going to start off with a little spiel about it before I kind of dive into my demo here. So basically, like you heard earlier from a few people, the Master Repair Cloud version is our newest kind of next generation solution for this industry. It is a cloud-based product, which means you can connect to it from anywhere. You can manage your business from anywhere in the world on any device, as long as that device has access to the internet and a web browser. It is a single page application, which means that navigating through the system is blazing fast. You're not having to wait for pages to load. We're kind of handling a lot of that and keeping you on the same page, just presenting the data differently. So it's a cutting edge new type of application that is really fun to use. To tack on to what Jared was talking about earlier about, backups and managing your data and things, it's not something you'll have to worry about anymore in this solution. Because this is cloud-based, all of the data is stored on our servers. We do triple redundant backups. We even have redundant servers to make sure that, should anything happen, we have failovers so we can provide absolutely the highest possible uptime and no data loss at all. The number one thing about this system, kind of the thing that we're driving on here, is that this is absolutely cutting edge. It's a system that's built in React and .NET Core. They're both industry-leading platforms for this type of development. They're both long-term supported products that will see this product into the future and have easy upgrade paths planned for future versions of the platforms. So this is a very long-term, cutting-edge solution that we're going with. Also, as you can see, based on our partners on the call here, the architecture of this system, we really designed it from the ground up to be user-friendly, business-friendly, and integration-friendly. It's easier than ever with platforms like this to integrate. Like we heard earlier, we have integrations already with Carfax 360 payments. We have integrations with the MAM parts catalog and vendor ordering. So it's super easy to make connections so that we can integrate partners that have a specialty and are the top of their field. Not only that, the product is built with a baked-in open API. So if you have a third-party system that you want to use to grab data from your site, that is something you will be able to do from day one. So just a world of possibilities in the new system. Access, user-friendly, everything. So I will go ahead now and kind of open up my demo for that. I am going to start sharing my screen here. Can you guys see that? Thumbs up. Yep, perfect. Okay, so this is what it looks like here. As you can see, I'm just in my Chrome browser here. We have a couple things here. So this left-hand side is your navigation menu. That's going to always be there. You can keep it in this expanded version if you'd like to see the verbiage here, or you can keep it collapsed if you just like the icons, give it a little tighter view there. This is our dashboard. This is the page that you're going to come into by default. As you can see, we have a list of repair orders done for a period of time, total dollar values there, payments that you've received on that, and then you also have a list of your open repair orders for the day, week, month, or year. So kind of shop activity at a quick glance. And then moving down the list here, you get your repair orders. So you've seen that dashboard. You want to do some searching for a specific number, client name, phone number, that type of thing. You can go ahead and pull this up, and you have your main info here. Kind of at a glance, your totals, your notes, kind of recommended service, what you're looking at, when you've told the customer it's going to be ready, just a few kind of quick things here. And then moving down the line, you can save your customer information, you can save information about the vehicle here. You can use the quick VIN feature that Joanna was talking about earlier. If you only have a license plate and state, you can grab the VIN super quickly. You can see the service history for the car, see what's been done recently, what it needs to be worked on. You can save your labor, your parts, and any other miscellaneous fees you have for that. And we don't have anything to show you right now with the parts catalog, but like we were hearing earlier, you will be able to use this Carfax info to grab the exact model of the car, use the online parts catalog to see exactly what parts you're going to need to do certain services. You'll be able to see vendors in your area that have that part on hand. You'll be able to order those parts directly from within this app. And then not only that, but you'll be able to save those configurations. So let's say it's a type of car that you see very frequently. You'll be able to save that repair so that it knows the exact parts that you're looking at, the exact labor hours that you've scheduled in the past. And you'll be able to very quickly create a new order for that same service, for that same car, very quickly see the vendors that have it available and place that order all from inside the system with no external kind of work. So very smooth. Moving down the line here, we can see our clients. Pull up a test client. You have your kind of generic client info. You can go ahead and see the vehicles that they have. You can pull one up, and I'll actually show you a little demo of the Carfax thing. You can see, we have all the details for the car here. And when you do this quick VIN, it'll pull in all this that is known on the Carfax side. So it'll help you with a lot of that stuff. Then you can see kind of at a quick glance, here's the last time an emissions test was done, here's the last time an oil change was done, and a few other key services that are flagged by this. So you'll be able to very quickly see kind of when certain things were worked on. Maybe that's something you want to recommend. If you want to see the full history, you can hit to toggle the history view up here, and this will give you the entire list of everything that Carfax says has been worked on for that car. Continuing on, you can store your parts. This is a list, basically parts that you'll be able to store in your shop if you have any of those. Obviously, if you're, just ordering parts from the online catalog, you won't really be needing to fill anything out in here because that catalog is managed by MAM and some of our close partner there. So parts, you'll be able to store vendors. Again, this is for vendors that you want to kind of keep internally. We will have, if you use the integration, that list of vendors saved in there. And then finally, some company settings. So you'll be able to set up, your information. That way it fills out printed documents and fills out the information that gets sent to, Carfax or to the MAM parts integration. You'll be able to set up a list of users that can log into this. You'll be able to set up permissions, what they can see, who can access it. You'll be able to set up the subscription info. So this is easily managed, how many users you have in the site, what billing information you're using. You'll be able to set up your 360 payments, allow you to take payments from your customers, and you'll be able to set up Carfax so that you can just log into the system, turn on Carfax, turn on 360 payments, ready to roll. So at a very quick glance, that's what we're working with. But I think the key is, it's a future-proof system. We're really trying to be cutting edge, keep the integrations open and easy, and really, work with the market to hit the need. So that's my pitch. Back to you, Don.
Was trying to unmute it and then got distracted by the disruptors, the Facepay guys, but Maverick and Goose over there. But well, gosh, wow, that was a really informative thing. Was it informative for you, Dave?
Very informative.
You pretty excited about it?
I can't wait. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I was showing them some pictures. We did have a 007 themed event for the last 2 days, but there's a big following with Intelligent Lightning customers using our cloud-based solution. You're going to be first. In fact, we had the first Intelligent Lightning client in town this week. He's out of, used to be out of Detroit. Now he's in Southern California. But at the end of the day, we will celebrate together once you're running it here, right? Yeah. And the type of commitment we're making. We've been here numerous times. You've talked to the team numerous times. You see the credibility of our partnerships. So obviously, on that release date, looks incredibly. Only question I have is, when's the release date? I would say we're looking to get him live by the end of the quarter. We're quarterly driven. We've done a lot of things. One of the biggest holdups was, MAM, I love you, Ted, but Al's tough negotiator. We had to negotiate terms because our customers will have to pay for that information. But at the end of the day, we negotiate on your behalf. Once we got that thing confirmed, now it's go time, and we just got the sandbox set up. So there's some unknowns there. We're not really sure. We know it's a pretty big effort, but we feel pretty confident we're going to have him live and running by the end of this quarter. So stay tuned for the big 007 party in Monterey, California. It'll be set here once that happens, but my rough ETA, and again, don't, you know, a lot of unknowns, but it is software, but hopefully by the end of the quarter, April, May, June 30th, that would be the goal. So
Looking forward to it.
all right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for participating. We're going to go have a bite to eat. This guy loves lunches. So do I, for that matter. We love actually occasionally having a beer with our customers and so forth. So we look forward to seeing all of you soon live. In the meantime, we'll probably be Zooming again soon. And thanks to my team, our partners, our customers. We really appreciate your support, and let's keep going.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.